Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of SpongeBob Now. Today, I will be talking about sweet and sour squid, and the Googly Artiste. First, I'm going to talk about sweet and sour squid. Enjoy! In the beginning of the episode, SpongeBob begins singing while cooking the Krabby Patties. An annoyed Squidward tells him about real music and plays his clarinet, causing the customers to run away from the Krusty Krab. After being told to stop by Mr. Krabs, Squidward goes outside and throws a tantrum, complaining that no one appreciates his music. Plankton, watching from the chum bucket, believes that Squidward may be the key to the Krabby Patty's secret formula. Later, Plankton tries talking to Squidward, but he fails to. Then, he makes several attempts to trick Squidward. Among these were pretending to be a Girl Scout and pretending to be one of Squidward's species, all resulting in Plankton getting the door literally slammed in his face. SpongeBob tells Plankton that he might gain Squidward's friendship if he compliments him on his music. Plankton later meets with Squidward and persuades him to play his clarinet. At first, Plankton is tormented by the awful clarinet music, but then wears professional-grade earplugs to block the noise and pretends to like it. Squidward marches across Bikini Bottom, playing his clarinet, and Plankton follows along, while everyone else is tormented by the noise. Plankton also sings a song about Squidward's clarinet music as Squidward plays bad notes. This friendship, however, does not last, as Plankton tells Squidward about the secret formula. Squidward tells Plankton that despite 20 years of working, he had never seen the making of a Krabby Patty. Squidward tells Plankton that his music is getting better and plays his clarinet, making windows and mirrors across Bikini Bottom crack and break. Squidward then says that he is going to quit his job and become a full-time musician. Plankton gets so angry that his earplugs come off, and he is once again tortured by the noise. Plankton steals the clarinet, causing Squidward and SpongeBob to chase after him. SpongeBob frees Squidward from Plankton's control. Plankton is shortly confronted by the police about a bad music crime and is arrested for being the only one to hold the clarinet. As he is driven away, the police car purposefully runs over Squidward's clarinet. As the episode ends after SpongeBob retrieves the broken clarinet, Squidward once again claims that he hates people. Next, I'm going to talk about the Googly Artiste. Enjoy! The episode starts at Squidward's house. Squidward is shown pushing what appears to be a sculpture with a sheet over it into his yard. Then, Patrick and SpongeBob call to him and ask if he wants to join them in making arts and crafts. He solemnly says, no, and tells them that he is a true artist and has a hat to prove it. SpongeBob says he weaved a basket, a wallet, and money. Patrick is trying to weave a basket but fails due to the fact that he kept hammering his finished piece. Squidward walks away bitterly and Patrick becomes upset that he cannot make art like SpongeBob and Squidward. SpongeBob shows Patrick how to make a rock with googly eyes on it. Patrick repeats this process and SpongeBob is very impressed, though his rock had googly eyes all over it instead of two normal eyes. Squidward insults their artwork and soon after, an art critic visits and judges Squidward's work, which is a statue of himself. The art critic says that it is hideous and confiscates Squidward's hat. Then, the art critic judges SpongeBob's art and says it is lame. He then judges Patrick's art and mentions how it was so wonderful and creative. He gives him $500 and Squidward's hat for it. Squidward is angry at this and repeatedly says over and over, I bet he won't sell another, until SpongeBob stops him. After Patrick sells 4 more rocks, Squidward states that he actually would prefer to go to work and both SpongeBob and Squidward leave to go to the Krusty Krab. Meanwhile, Patrick's artwork becomes so famous that he runs out of rocks, so he tries to find something else to make art with. First, he paints a beautiful scenery of the night sky and says it is lame. Then, he sculpts a man sitting down, thinking and says that it stinks. Patrick goes to the Krusty Krab since it is his lunch time and he orders art advice. Squidward complains that is not on the menu until Patrick points out that it is. Mr. Krabs has put it on the menu for $25. Mr. Krabs tells Squidward to give Patrick art advice. But Squidward does not want to give advice to the artist who upstaged him and only tells him to concentrate on his patty. This gives Patrick the idea to put googly eyes on the patty. His googly patty gets famous once the art critic mentions that it is the next big thing. Everyone rushes to the Krusty Krab to get one. When Mr. Krabs hears the sound of cha-ching, he rushes to the cash register and finds no money. He is surprised until he looks up and sees customers pay Patrick for the patties. He then sees SpongeBob sending Krabby Patties out to Patrick. He pulls SpongeBob and Patrick into his office and demands an explanation and, to his fury, learns that Patrick is ordering Krabby Patties for $3 for his googly art, which he then sells for $50. Squidward sneers at them for getting into trouble, but gets comeuppance when Patrick explains that he was just following Squidward's advice. Hearing this, Mr. Krabs realizes this is all Squidward's doing and gets very angry at him. So, Mr. Krabs put good use to Squidward to punish him and get money. Now, Krabby Patties are sold at $50. Incidental 41 orders a patty, stating that it is so inexpensive. He goes to Patrick's stall. Patrick calls his apprentice, which is really Squidward, to make another one of his masterpieces. Squidward adds glue on Incidental 41's patty and Patrick says to Squidward that he could be an artist one day if he works hard, but changes his mind when the patty hasn't got enough glitter. Squidward then bursts into tears as the episode ends. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Goodbye everyone.